So I just got off of work, right? Came home, changed because it is scorching. And now I'm here recording this video for you. And today we were working on workshops. You see, I have some students for the summer who are creating short stories of their own. I would say original short stories, but it's kind of hard to use the word original because they struggle with that. Hard. Like, most of them are writing based off of some anime or superhero. But most of us started with fan fiction, so let's roll with it. Anywho, the so we got through one of the students who read most of the story and then became extremely defensive about it, which I understand. Like, it's art, it's our babies, so we become defensive about it. That's part of the process of like doing workshops, is learning how to take feedback. But he had this thing, right, where, and I see this a lot, where he has a really cool character who is capable of doing like all of these really cool things, right? And I'm just not, I told him at the very beginning, I don't understand why I'm here. So I stopped paying attention. Like, obviously I was still paying attention because I'm helping him workshop, but like as a reader I would stop paying attention because I don't know the motivation here. Why am I here? Why am I a part of the story right now? Why are you telling me all this? And does this guy actually need a story? Does he need anything? Because it seems like he's already fully developed. He was saying about how this guy popped up and there was a magical fish that everyone has been trying to catch, and he catches it on the first go, reels it in, and there's like these five guys that he knew was there the entire time that tried to steal the fish from him, so he beat up the five guys, left without a scratch on him. And that was where he left off, and I'm like, and it wasn't just me, it was the rest of the class too that just like kind of sat there and stared, because we're like, okay, he seems cool, what next? And I had shared with him that although he is writing in great detail, although he has created this really cool character, your character is lacking motivation. And he's like, swore up and down, like, no, it's coming. In these next couple paragraphs, you explain why, it explains like why he needed it. And I'm like, well, you spent like several paragraphs talking about this fish, and he's disappeared and stuff. So like, he has these magical powers, right? Did the fish give him powers? Like, no, the fish isn't important. So why are we spending so much time on a fish if the fish is not important? To get us to the important part. Yes, it's a cool scene watching, having us watch this guy like beat up these five guys and like accomplish this goal that nobody else could accomplish. But what are we doing here? Why are we here? Without conflict, without motivation, you get boredom. Even if you have the coolest story ever, we crave that ability for growth. And when we're not getting that in the first couple of moments, when we're not getting that sense of curiosity, then you may in fact lose us. Boredom is like the fear of all authors, but it's not a punishment. It's just a way for you to analyze what you have to do to get better. Ironically, I talk about attention and how like to hook a reader in at the very beginning. Ironically speaking, I'm not very good at this with YouTube. It shows in my analytics. Like, I'm not good at retaining attention here. I am good at retaining attention in story mode though, and how I do that is by, one, making you care about the character as soon as possible, and two, making you wonder. giving you something to latch on, some type of curiosity to make you think what is going on in this character's life that causes them to behave this way, that causes them to think this way, that causes them to act this way. What is happening? Why would you say that? So, make you care, make you question as soon as possible. Otherwise, you may in fact lose them. Ask any dedicated writer, and they will tell you that they have scaved over the first paragraph, the first page, the first 10 pages of their book again and again and again and again and again. Because if you don't get them instantly, you may lose them. And once you lose them, they're gone. And it's not to say that like every book is for everybody. Clearly, every book is not for everybody. But there has been so many times that I've came across a book, a movie, a TV show, even video games, where the concept is so cool. I am so here for it. But the way that it is written loses me. And I think we get so caught up in these like perfect scenarios, like this world building, describing the characters, info dumping. You in your head has built up this beautiful world, this beautiful characters, these flawless beings. And we as the readers cannot connect with such flawless beings. We as the readers will sit there and read an entire page of you describing this hill and wonder, when's the story going to start? Why am I looking at this hill? And if you leave us wondering for too long, then we'll just stop. There's been so many books that I've put down because I feel like you were just taking too long to get to the story. Stephen King, Bag of Bones. I started reading that book. I gave it so many chapters. And I feel like I was just sitting around waiting for something to happen. And it's not that the writing was bad. It's not that the characters were bad. It's just I'm sitting there waiting for something to happen. And it was just taking forever for something to happen. So I put the book down and I did not pick it back up because there are so many books in this world to read. This idea of like boredom being the fault of the reader or the fault of the writer, it's just a matter of knowing how to pull people in and make them want to stay. This goes back to like what I keep saying on like don't waste people's time. Give them the information that they need and keep it pushing. But it also attributes to an emotional level of writing. You have to make people care about the characters. You can like some of the books that I read, I do get through some books where I don't care about the characters, but some of the books that I read, I'm not attached to in any way because the author has failed to make me care about the characters. So these characters can die. They can go through all kind of travesties. It doesn't matter what happens to them. I don't care about them because I did not make an emotional connection to these characters because you never tried to make me make an emotional connection to these characters. So when it comes to your writing, think at the very beginning, how do I make them care about this character? And how do I make them question what's going to happen with this character or how this character became who they are? A lot of times that you need, at least for the short stories, for like the boy that I gave an example of, he needed motivation. Why are we fishing? Why is he so strong? Why is he fighting these guys? I need motivation. I need answers. I need them soon. Because if you are just telling me about this perfect scenario, the only thing I have to give you is, oh, that's cool. But I'm gonna wrap it up here because my camera is like so going to die. I'm gonna put this on a charger like right away. Um, I'm RV Allister, by the way. I am an author. I'm a teacher as well, and I'm trying to get better at this YouTube thing. So I'm trying to record a video every day for 75 days. I already flunked that. I skipped like 3-4 days, but I'm back now, and I'm still gonna complete 75 videos. So welcome to the end of monologue, and I'll see you tomorrow.